there's no more. I know for sure that this is the start of November, and I guess there's no Halloween anymore until next year. But at least that here in Australia we have something that was on paper, the race that stops the nation, the sport of kings, called the Melbourne Cup. And you know what I think of it? Personally, I don't know about you. You can have your opinion, but this is my opinion about it. I honestly dislike it. G'day fellow creatures of the internet, this is the most must-see Argonian here on YouTube, Bruzo Dragonius, and today I wanted to talk to you about something that really bothers me of what's coming up this Tuesday, or maybe it could be the Tuesday that this video is uploaded in, that is supposedly on paper the race that stops the nation in Melbourne called the Melbourne Cup. And yeah, I did say that I dislike the Melbourne Cup, and this isn't the Melbourne Cup that I am completely against. It is the whole entire industry itself, which is horse racing. Yeah, you do get the entire glitz and glamour of people dressing up in their high-end fashion clothing, whether it's the women in their dresses that's, I don't know, perhaps by Chanel or whatever those big label brands, I guess, with really fancy hats on their heads. And then you've got the guys in suits all dressed up like going into some fancy party, but what really comes up with is going to the entire, excuse my story for this, shit fest that is a horse racing carnival. And I mean that, and I do mean that. It's nothing but an absolute shit fest. Because, you see, this is what I really don't get. Like, I know for sure that you might as well be thinking, why is this lizard talking about something that doesn't really concern him? Okay, I do get that. But the reason why I'm creating this video, I'm just discussing why am I so against horse racing. Same as, it's the exact same reason of why I am against greyhound racing, because the fact being is that it's animal cruelty. It involves that. And there's a lot of animal cruelty that happens behind the scenes. Whether it's just animals getting drugged up with some sort of cocktails of steroids and painkillers and that. And not only that, but I've been lied to that the trainers are out there loving their horses more than anything else. Which is, I think, is a lot of rubbish. Because you see, most other trainers out there, or their owners, they don't really care about the animal. All they care about is the money. Because whether we can accept it or not, is that it is kind of sad that we make so much of a big thing out of such an event that promotes animal cruelty in the first place. I mean, you can tell me that Melbourne Cup is the sport of kings. Melbourne Cup is the national treasure here in Australia. You can tell me those type of lies. I don't know too much of what goes on behind the scenes, thanks to the good old trusty internet. And the thing about it is that what I really don't get is that with some trainers, yes, the horses that win the races get treated to such a glorious life. But what about them horses that lost? What's going to happen to them? Do they end up getting the same life as the winners? Do they end up being loved? Do they end up being looked after even though through it or lose? Maybe some owners do, and if there are some owners then that did it, that's awesome. And I would like to believe that. But there's many other owners that are just too damn greedy with the money that if that horse loses or becoming too slow, you know what happens to them? Bang! They get shot and turned into pet food. And I'm not saying that every single company is like that. But what about during race days? Like, for instance, I heard of reports of horses collapsing in their races, even though, yeah, I know one more thing of why it's promoting animal cruelty in the first place, because they end up being whipped in the back by some midget wearing wearing pajamas. How would you imagine yourself having some small person, some small human being, being right on your back, whipping you, just in order to go faster and faster and faster, and not stop, and eventually end up having some cardiovascular problems in your heart, and having so much pain in your freaking legs? I mean, just think about it. I have seen reports, I have heard reports of the horses collapsing because they could not even take it anymore. And not only that, which really bothers me, is because of them being overtrained as well. Being trained until they freaking die before, or even collapsing before the big race. And that's what really makes me sick. I'm just some simple lizard that gives a damn about animal rights. I know for sure that I'm not a horse. And I know for sure that I'm not a dog. I'm a scaly. I'm an Argonian lizard. And the other thing that makes me sick at the moment as well is that some person, some known name on the radio called Alan Jones, ends up buying ad space right onto the frickin' Sydney Opera House, buying some ad space just to plaster the propaganda of animal cruelty in form of Everest, which is another horse racing event. I'm sorry, but I'm very disgusted at it. If you want to tell me what should be truly, that I think should be, and I quote, the race that stops the nation of Australia, if you tell me what race that stops the nation, well, I probably will tell you that it isn't the Melbourne Cup, or any horse racing event, or any event that involves hurting or cruelty to the animals. As a matter of fact, to me, the race that stops the nation would might as well be Bathurst. And sure, there are some cars out there that's racing in that, but at least it hasn't had anything to do with animal cruelty. And I'm not finished with the sport of horse racing yet, but it just makes me sick to my stomach that they make so much of a big celebration with people going into the TABs or whatever. We have TABs in Australia, by the way, and just betting on them horses because we as a country are so damn greedy with the money, and while we're at Flemington, all we're there for is not for the race itself, but to get more and more drunk over it. And we don't really give a damn about the animals' lives. Racehorses should be respected, and they should be more looked after than that. Honestly, they shouldn't be disposed of. No animal should be treated as freaking dollar sign for the owner. They are living things. If you're really for horse racing and that, I wouldn't give a damn if you give me a thumbs down, because at least did I get views anyway, no matter what. But if you're with me in that, then you're more than welcome to give me a thumbs up. That would be awesome. So, before I wrap this video up, tell me, what are your thoughts about horse racing in general? Are you against it or not? You know, you're more than welcome to comment. Also, for more content like this, or if you want to support me on YouTube, no matter what, please hit that subscribe button. Make sure you ring the notification bell so you'll be the first, or one of the first person to know when is my next video that's up. Also, the usual things that I put down my store that you can click on to support me with that, including, and also the other social medias that I normally put on there. And also, I'm just going to wrap this up. Actually, and if you wanted to friend me on the PSN, or if you want to meet me in Tamriel or whatever, you know where I would be until Merkmar comes out. Just look for this from me. You know what I look like. And the gamer tag Bruzo21. As always, this is the most must-see Argonian, Bruzo Dragonius saying, thank you so much for watching. I know it's just my opinion on this horse racing nonsense. You have a right to your own opinion, but anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. I love you all no matter what. You're all really awesome. And as always, hashtag my human self is ugly. Hashtag let Bruzo in. And as always, may the his guide you all. Bye for now.